What up, it's your girl Najee. Everybody hates K, but everything golden. And you're listening to T7M Radio with my man's Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah.
T7M Radio. Exclusive interview.
Crabs in the barrel. There are people that are, no disrespect to nobody again, but there's people that's riding waves. Like, they're not building their shit on their own too. And there's no woman that's really building her shit on her own too. There's people that's floating around, attaching themselves to bigger brands to get on, and then now you became an authority? How the fuck does that work like that? Show some respect. Stop being, like, my entire brand, Bosschick, is about women who are independent, who salute other women when they see them doing good, not try to pull them down and talk shit about them. That's not how it works. But I realize that people are wave riders. You know what I'm saying? People, take sides. People, just do all types of sucker shit, and people stand by and let them do it. But enough is enough. There's too much sucker shit going on in battle rap. You know why? Because there's a lot of sucker shit going on in the world. It's the same shit. I was thinking this the other day. You can't be forward thinking in one aspect of your life or of your brain. If you're a forward thinker, you're a forward thinker in every aspect. Meaning, like, I can't pick and choose when I show integrity. There's a lot of people who's coming up. They have no integrity, but yet you're taking shots at me. You know what I'm saying? There's no class, professionalism. Where is that? You know what I mean? Where is that? And why are people condoning shit like that? Because you're suckers too. That's a harsh reality. I realize that everyone is not the same and everyone can't combat certain things. But see, me personally, again, morals, values, principles, that's just how I was raised. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stand by and let, somebody badmouth or talk shit about somebody when I know that person who's badmouthing and talking shit does the same exact thing. That's sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on in battle rap. A lot of pulling down, a lot of crap. Crab in the back. And I want to go on record saying this, too. Like, I think I did say it before, but that's how I feel about Queen of the Ring. The whole mentality that, you have an issue with me having a league is a crab in a barrel mentality, period. Case in point, just today, I see now, or yesterday, now, in the past 2 weeks or over the summer, that Prisma app, everyone was jacking that, right? The whole... Now, look, just that quick, a new app called
And they on it for the videos.
Right. The same exact thing. I don't know the details of it, but it's the same thing. Cartoon, painting your face or whatever you call it, but a new app, new competition. And everybody's on it. That's how business goes. I can't be crying. You crying about someone who's smaller than you coming up, doing that. And then the thing about it is what's so asinine about that mentality is that I'm from this culture. I'm from it. You shouldn't be trying to pull me down. I'm from it. You should be worried about the person that, the big business that's going to come in with that has the money to sit on all of us. You think people ain't watching female battle rap? You think that someone ain't gonna come in with a couple dollars and shit on all y'all and be like, fuck all y'all, we coming in, we got our own shit? Matter of fact, I already know of something that's being established. But meanwhile, you worried about me, someone who's from the culture. That crab in the barrel mentality has to stop. It's whack. It's corny. I'm a conscious woman by nature, and stuff like that. I can't get jiggy with that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
What do you think it's going to take for other artists to kind of stand up?
What's going to take is that, nothing. Real talk, they all are mind fucked. I'm sorry. Let's just keep it real. Like, it's a lot of, some of them they know what's up. I salute the ones that know what's up and do what they have to do for themselves. But a lot of your favorites are suckers. Sorry, you're doing sucker shit. Y'all know what sucker shit is going on.
T7M Radio, this is the Culture with Seven Mitchell. We got Bosschick Raine on the line. Now, Raine, we done chopped it up a few times here on the Culture, and we've never really talked about other platforms. But I want to get this out the way. Are you tired of hearing the whole Queen of the Ring versus Bosschick Battle League talk as far as the the girls as far as the battles. I'm looking at it like this, and you can maybe give me a different perspective. In my opinion, Queen of the Ring does not need Boss Chick Battle League for anything, just like, in my opinion, Boss Chick Battle League does not need Queen of the Ring for anything, to put on any types of events or battles. But for a female, for a supporter of female battle rap, the fans could be missing out on certain matchups. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Is it that people need to just leave it alone and people just need to lock into
honestly,
whatever?
I mean, to be honest, I told people that, I told him that when I called him, let him know I was doing my own league. You know what I mean? But his mentality, is I try to watch my words. Is what I say. I just think that he has a crab in the barrel mentality, and they always have a mentality that they think that they're putting you on. But let me just set the to me, Queen of the Ring versus Bosschick Battle League is inevitable, and it will move. It will definitely help female battle rap. It's not ready. It's not there yet, though. And I told him I would force their hand, and I will. They're gonna have to, because people see he even though I can't really see his comments on Facebook either I got him blocked or he got me blocked, whatever. But I know, he's not with it. People have been saying that, and I'm not opposed to it because that's what the culture needs. That's how culture moves forward. And female battle rap culture is its own entity outside of battle rap culture. This is a fact. And the reason why it is its own entity, because, again, a lot of media platforms do not cater to female battle rap. That's what me and him see eye to eye, because me and him really do the real work. You know what I mean? As far as it goes with the females. So I know where he's at with it. You know what I mean? And I feel him on that, because I said the same thing before. And to me, it shouldn't be an option. Like, you don't have the option to not cover it. What the fuck is that?
Right.
That's stupid. Like, real talk. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all want to cover it now because it's, it's a big card going on out in Cali. So now you want to cover it because the guys are involved? Fuck that. The Rookie vs. Vets card that they have going on is a good card, too. It needs to be covered. It needs to be blogs on it. It needs to be, I'm going to do predictions on it myself. I like both cards. I'm for female battle rap, period. I don't give a fuck about the Queen of the Ring, BCBL, them not like, that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I mean? I know that that's where we separate ourselves. You can't question me on that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as BCBL versus Queen of the Ring, I think that is going to be great for the culture. It's just not right now. It'll have to be where they're forced to do it. And if they don't want to do it, then there's consequences for that, too.
Let me ask you about, real quick, let's talk about footage. Because from the fans' perspective, what they will throw out there as being bad business is footage not coming out. But this goes down from every platform. You see fans complaining because they just want something at a time that they expect.
I'm glad you asked me that. Going forward, I will never have that problem again, because now I have a different system with how I'm dealing with my camera crew. So, I'm not pointing fingers at nothing, with that. I do believe that battles need to be dropped in a timely fashion. I'm building up my business to where I can totally control that, where I own the production studio, where you have to do it in front of me, where I get the clips right away. Like, that's the goal. It's separate. I mean, for real. Sometimes you see Smack in a production studio. He's you see him being hands-on. I think that, for me, I want, that's what I'm setting up for the next event. Like, I will be hands-on, where the post-production, I'm not going to be waiting weeks for stuff like that or whatever, you know what I mean? So they have a right to gripe about it, but what people don't understand about business, real talk, is that every step of business is a process, like every step. So because I told you this date, and, this guy told me this date, but then this guy had to wait on this guy, and this guy had to wait on that. You feel me? That's how it goes.
Right.
It's a chain. It's a process. You know what I mean? Like, I have to wait on the editor has to wait on this. You know, that's how it goes. You know what I mean? So it's a process. So that's why I try not to say anything or make a move until I have all the information. And a lot of times it's more than 2 or 3 people that I have to wait on. So, you know, but going forward, I won't have that problem because I have it set up now where, you know, at the very least, there should be it should be done in an organized fashion where right after the battle, either the battles are dropping or a trailer is dropping. Like, given the people need something, and the digital era makes it where they need it quicker because they forget about it. And they don't understand. I fall victim to it too. It's not just them suffering. I suffer too because I lose momentum. I had a great event, and the world don't know it's great because there's no footage. There's no trailer. You know what I'm saying? The battle ain't dropped to 3 months later. I get the gripes, but, you know, sometimes shit happens. But going forward, that won't happen again.
The Culture, with Seven Mitchell, Battle Rap Debate Podcast, on T7M Radio, every Sunday and Wednesday, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 347-989-8102, and follow us on social media, at T7M Radio.